What's up, guys? Welcome back to Retro Sunday. This is the first episode to actually have an animated intro. In fact, it's the first video I've ever done to have an animated intro. And it's great. I started investing in animated intros, and I'm really happy with the one for Retro Sunday. I really like the way it came out. But anyway, as you can see, the screen says no signal. That's because the game I was trying to load, for some reason, isn't working. This is a terrible game, by the way. Like, it's god-awful. So, I'm actually going to try to blow in the cart here. Let's see, did that work? And nothing. Okay. Alright, that didn't work. I'm gonna have to bust out the isopropyl alcohol. I will be right back. Alright, here we go. Here's the game. Got a Q-tip and some isopropyl alcohol here. This is a nice little tip for these old carts. I've never actually done this with... Oop, a little bit too much. I spilled some. Okay, my bad. I've never actually done this with anything other than an N64 cart. But theoretically it'll work just the same with a Super Nintendo or an NES, or basically anything that's cartridge based. So you just rub the inside of the cart, give it a nice little blow, wave it around a little bit, pop that sucker in there, like that. You can't really see it because of the light, but my N64 is right there. And I guarantee this is going to work now. So, let's test it out. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Did it work? Yeah! There we go. There we go, baby. There we go. So, if you want to know what it is we're playing here, we're playing Power Rangers. So, yeah, this is one of the worst games in my entire N64 collection. This is my favorite version of the Power Rangers, though. Lightspeed Rescue, that was my favorite. Or is that the name of the game or the name of the Power Rangers? I actually don't know. But the ones that look like the ones in this game are my favorite Power Rangers. I don't know why, they just are. So, Megazord Arena or Titanium Quest. Let's go Titanium Quest. I remember getting this game as a kid, and I was like, oh my god, it's the fucking Power Rangers. Like, I was never into superheroes as a kid, like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. I didn't give a shit about any of that. But motherfucking Power Rangers, like, that was my shit as a kid. So, yeah, I saw this game at the local EB Games, which we don't even have here anymore. All the EB Games here are now GameStop. But I walk in, and I saw it, and I saw Power Rangers. Oh, I was taking too long to talk. But anyway, I saw Power Rangers, and I was like, I had to have it. So I bought it, got home, played it for about 10 minutes, and then literally never played it again. So that's how bad this game was. Like, I cried. I cried as a child because of how bad this game was. But I still have it for some odd reason. And here we go. But yeah, this version of the Power Rangers, these ones, they were my favorite. I guess I just like the way they look. It's purely aesthetic. Alright, so here we go. We got nice little cutscenes here. There we go. Oh god, that took way too long for that to load the next dialogue. Like, do they not think I'm capable of reading faster than that? I guess this is marketed to children, but still. Alright, so I guess the whole thing right now is we're training. This is like a a simulation. Yellow Ranger. They don't even call her by her name. It's like, nope, Yellow Ranger.
Yellow Ranger's ready for action.
Oh shit, we're actually, okay. So we're in the game.
Go.
And this is the game, and I don't remember, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so this is the game.
You must clean up the entire city before you begin training.
It's basically Super Mario Sunshine. And I say that partly as a joke, but in another way, it's kind of a similar concept. Don't get me wrong, this game is terrible. Super Mario Sunshine is a masterpiece. But, yeah, they're opposite ends of the spectrum, but when you break them both down to their components, they're both about cleaning. And, you know, Super Mario Sunshine is executed very well, and in my opinion, is definitely on the top 3 best Mario games of all time. Or at the very least, best 3D Mario games. But this, on the other hand, is also about cleaning, but it's fucking terrible. You know, this is probably the only time I'm gonna play this game. So we're not even gonna bother saving.
Ready for action.
This is probably gonna be a one-off.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so here we go. We're doing... I'm not really sure what we're doing here.
Completing your training.
Oh shit. Okay, well I missed that guy. He's just dead now.
Good luck, Ranger.
Oh my god. And the sound effects here. There we go. And the car just explodes. Like, it doesn't... The fire doesn't go out. The car is just gone. That's what happens when you actually shoot them with what I'm assuming is water. Alright, this is actually really hard to control, by the way. Can I use the D-pad? I can use the D-pad. Okay. This is a lot easier with the D-pad, so that's partly my fault for using the analog stick. But, still. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's 100% my fault, because the analog stick is there to be used. Oh god, why am I going faster? Who is this guy? I don't understand what's happening. Also, is that my health meter? Do I have health? I don't know what's happening. I'm very confused. But yeah, you can see why I hated this game as a child, or why I was disappointed. Because, like, this isn't Power Rangers, okay? It's just not. There are better Power Ranger games than this, I'm certain. I'm not sure if this is the worst one, because whoa! Whoa, I didn't know I could do that. That's way more fun. Just making all the cars just fucking fly in outer space. Oh god. Except I'm actually trying to do this properly. That's the sad thing. By the way, in case you're wondering, I cannot stop. You cannot stop, or at least I don't think you can. And you cannot control your speed. So, just in case anyone was wondering. Yeah, okay, so they are called the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers. Okay. Yeah, that was my favorite version of the Power Rangers. We're gonna continue. Alright, there we go. How about some Megazord action? Fuck yeah. This is Power Rangers. Fucking Megazords. Except that animation isn't very Megazord-ish at all.
3, 2.
Alright, so here's the other mini games where it's a first-person perspective, which is kind of disappointing, but it's also very ambitious. Like, I give it respect for the ambition that they made it a first person, but it's disappointing that it's first person. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh wait, no, I can't swap. It only swaps temporarily when I use that ability. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, you cannot. Okay, so I have like a shield. Okay, so yeah, as far as I'm aware, you cannot change your perspective. You're locked into this first person unless you use like a special ability. Or apparently if you get too close to that guy. So yeah, it's very also I don't know which health bar is mine. So that's kind of a problem. I assume that I'm the one that's doing terribly. But, like, even this, like, which the Megazord fight, you know, it's like, how could they fuck that up? Because it's just two giant things smacking each other. And they somehow fucked it up. Because this is very awkward to control. I will say for this part, the analog stick is a lot better to use. Oh, so I was winning. Okay, well that's good. But yeah, so this isn't. Oh no, I don't want to save. Fuck that. I need a monster storm. Okay, cool. Is that Goldor? Is that his name? I think that's Goldor. The terrible Typhonus. Okay, was that actually in the show Typhonus, or did they just make that up for this game? Because I know Goldor is an actual character, but I don't remember Typhonus.
Blue Ranger, ready for action.
All right, so now we're playing Blue Ranger.
3, 2, 1, go.
I will say this game is very ambitious, but I would say that's probably its biggest downfall. Because had they just focused on being one type of game instead of all these different, like trying to cover all these different bases, this game could have been good. Like, it doesn't even come down to like hardware restrictions. Like, you can make a good fighting game on the N64, or a good, like, you can make good games on the N64, like, pretty much guaranteed. So, like, I feel like the biggest respect to this game, but also the biggest fault of this game, is just they tried to make it do too many things. If they had focused on it just being a fighting game, or it just being a top-down punch 'em up or beat 'em up, you know, or something like that. Had they focused on just being one thing instead of trying to do all these different things, this game could have been good. You know, it comes down to quality over quantity. I much would have preferred, you know, one good mode as opposed to multiple shitty modes. And this mode here actually controls pretty well, and it's actually one of the more entertaining parts of the game. But it's not fun. Like, it's the closest thing to fun in this game so far. I don't really remember all that this game has, but so far this is the closest thing to fun that I've found. Because you're actually fighting guys, and it actually controls well, and it doesn't lock you into a first-person perspective. Like, the only problem with this part is that it's repetitive. I seem to be locked into this area And I'm actually not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Am I supposed to be destroying that? Can I... Oh, I'm supposed to be destroying these. Okay. Okay. Well, that makes sense. That was silly. Alright, well, like, this... They could make the entire game just this, and just flesh it out a bit more so it's not a bit as repetitive as it is. Maybe throw in a couple boss battles, or, you know, an occasional, like, maybe the boss battles could be the Mechazord fights, you know, or, like, you have, like, a couple levels, each level is like this. At the end of the level, there's a boss fight, and after, like, every 3 boss fights, there's a Mechazord fight, or something like that. Like, that would have been a much better way to have done the game. There's a guy on the minimap. Again, like, the minimap, pretty ambitious for the time. I mean, I'm sure it's not the only game on the N64 to have a minimap, and I'm sure it definitely wasn't the first. But, you know, this game tried to be a lot of things, which is probably its biggest problem. But you know what? You know what? It is the worst game in my collection, in my opinion. But, oh, am I supposed to be destroying those? I guess so. See, that's another thing. It doesn't, unless I just completely missed something where it tells you what you're supposed to do, which I very well could have. It doesn't really give me a clear indication of what I'm supposed to be doing, which is kind of a problem. Okay, there we go. So there we go. So that was probably the closest to actually having fun that this game has come to. So, and I wouldn't say that was fun, but it was close. It had potential to be fun, and it just fell flat. You know what this game should have been? It should have been a top-down, maybe not Power Rangers, but, like, it could have been a top-down, wave-based thing where you get waves of enemies. Like, that could have been fun. This is not fun.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so it said shoot
Find the meteorite.
bad guys and save good guys. And he said something about finding a meteorite. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I don't remember how far I actually got into this game when I played it as a child. All I know is I played it for about 10 minutes and then never played it again. And I was young when I played this, so if I could tell a bad game back then was bad, like, it had to have been pretty bad. Because that was back when, yeah, because I grew up with the N64, and the N64 was right when the turn of video game history, when we started seeing less bad games in a way. Not to say that anything before it was a bad game. Like, some of my favorite games are on the Super Nintendo, which came before. Yeah, so I'm not saying any of the like that era was a bad time for gaming, because that would just be factually incorrect. But what I'm saying is that the N64 was kind of the start of I guess, like, quality control. And once we got around to, like, you know, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, stuff like that, yeah, there's a bit more focus on quality control for games. So it's some of the shit games got filtered through and faded off into obscurity. And also it was, the birth of, online reviews where you could, go onto YouTube, not necessarily in the N64 era, but, definitely by PlayStation 2, you could go onto the internet, and you could, get people's opinions on games. Back when I was growing up, we didn't really have that. It was pretty much you bought a game based on the cover art, and it was a gamble. Either it was good or it wasn't. Or if a friend of yours had that game and you went over to their house, you could play it and then be like, form an opinion that way. But, we've come a long way since then, had I known then what I know now, I would have never bought this game. So it's gamers nowadays, the new generation, they won't know the struggle, of going into a game store, just going into a game store, because the next generation, it's all going to be fucking digital. But they're not gonna know the struggle of trying to select a good game or trying to filter out the good from the bad, because they have the internet to tell them. We have to get that meteorite. Okay, so I died, and that's it. We have to get the meteorite, and then it just brings you back to the main menu. So do I... Oh wait, do I have to... Oh, okay, so... Okay. Alright, well, you know what? We're gonna end this little episode here, because I honestly don't feel like doing that again. But hey, I made it to 20 minutes this time, instead of just 10. So, hey, I'm older now, and I was able to withstand the bullshit for an extra 10 minutes. Will I ever play this game again? Probably not. Unless I somehow get a demand for it, which I'm not really sure why or how that would happen. But you know what? This has been fun. Little trip down memory lane. Thank all you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and become all the ground babies. And I'll see all you guys next time. Also, let me know what you guys think about the animated intro for Retro Sunday. That's kind of a new thing. I did have to invest a little bit of money into that, but I really like it. Anyway, thank all you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys.